Tidy, folks, fam. So, when I got my last package from Hillary, she sent me a couple. She knew I hadn't had actual chewing tobacco in quite some time. Now, one thing I've learned is I've been dipping this stuff called Hawken. And this is basically chewing tobacco. This is like finely cut chewing tobacco in a can. Tastes like wintergreen. It's awesome. This stuff is fucking awesome. If you're a dipper and you're expecting dip like Skoal or Copenhagen kind of dip, that's not what you get. You get like it looks like kind of like wood chips, it's very different feeling in your lip, but that's because it's finely cut chewing tobacco. It's fucking amazing. I love Hawken. Some people love it, some people hate it, and the fucking best thing about it is it tastes like wintergreen Lifesavers. It tastes like candy. Oh, it's so good. But that is not what we're doing today, right now. I had a good dip of that this morning, though. But she sent me a bag of Redman Golden Blend, which I talked about in a previous video, and it's pretty awesome. But she also sent me this bag of a tobacco called Big Duke. Now, I've seen Berg's Dip review this. That's the only place I've ever seen it before. But it's like a budget brand chewing tobacco, $1.99. Now, granted, if this bag was available in Canada, it'd probably be $45. It doesn't say much. Smoke Big Duke loose leaf chewing tobacco, original 3-ounce weight. Warning: smokeless tobacco is addictive. Barcode, same on both sides. No French. It's not Canada. So, but yeah. So we're gonna pack some of this stuff. I always give her a squeeze down, roll her up like a burrito. There. That's how you pack a bag of chew. Not that you really need to. I never take big, huge honking chews of this stuff. I kind of chew it up and pack it like a dip. So it's more economical. I'm Canadian, you know what I mean? So this is what it looks like, just straight up leaves. I've had a couple chews of this now. But cheers, everybody. You kind of chew it up and stick it in your cheek. Takes a while to get going. I started chewing tobacco back when I was a kid in Kentucky. And I didn't grow up in Kentucky, but I spent a lot of time there because all my extended family lives there. And, we'd go to I don't even know the names of the stores back then, but we'd go to the store and there'd be huge tobacco displays, everything you could think of. And that's where I really got a taste for cool tobacco stuff. Because they didn't care how old you were back then. I was 14 buying cigarettes and dip and chew and snuff and whatever. That's where I tried a lot of stuff back then when I was a kid. Because I would just go and just buy random stuff. I'd twist tobacco, all kinds of. But my favorite thing I used to buy was a Day's Work chew plug, because I could just keep it in my pocket. Made me spit black. It was fucking cool. Yeah, that was my favorite thing. And that's where I started buying Oliver Twists as well. And the old Skoal Fine Cut and the old Copenhagen stuff. But I also like Lucky Strike cigarettes too. Then filterless Lucky Strike cigarettes, man. If I started smoking again, if they made a menthol filterless Lucky Strike cigarette, that would be. I'd probably smoke one just because it would be so good. I'm sure. But yeah, Big Duke chewing tobacco. Okay, well, what about it? Chewing tobacco doesn't vary a lot. It smells like a bag of chewing tobacco. It's got a real strong molasses, sweet scent. Kind of a dark fired tobacco smell, you know what I mean? It's nice. Like chewing tobacco smells and tastes really nice. Like if you like that stuff. You don't most people who chew tobacco, especially dippers, don't do it for the buzz. You don't really get a buzz off it. The nicotine's very low. But it just tastes really damn good, So yeah, now normal chewing tobacco, it doesn't vary a whole lot. Like this doesn't smell a whole lot different than say Red Man or Levi Garrett. The more known brands. The Red Man Golden Blend is a much sweeter. It does smell different. It's a much sweeter, less molassesy product. And what was I gonna say? Oh, and I think like Red Man Silver Select. I think that isn't sweetened at all. I think it's just straight up tobacco. I think there's a few brands that are just straight up tobacco, not sweetened. That'd be interesting to try. But anyhow, Big Duke Chew. Yeah, it's good, man. Like if for $2, like if you got $2 and you want some kicks, and you're into tobacco, get a bag of Big Duke. It's nothing wrong with it. If I was to criticize it, it's a little dry for chewing tobacco. Chewing tobacco is usually a lot more sticky and wet, and this is a little bit dry. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with it. It's got a nice tobacco. It's kind of bitter, but really sweet at the same time. Chewing tobacco usually makes you spit a whole lot more, especially if you're new at it. I think that's the first time I spit since I put this in. But yeah, so this, I don't know, I guess being a bit drier it's not making a lot of spit happen, but that's fine. Like, nothing spectacular about gobbing and horking all over the place, but it tastes good, man. It tastes like chewing tobacco. And so for someone who can't really access chewing tobacco in my town right now, and who enjoys it, it's damn good. So I'll give this, okay, so if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it a 8 out of 10, because I know the bag of Red Man's better. It's just better quality. The thing about the budget brands is it's like the same as dip. The cut, you'll find a lot more like pokey stems and stuff in a bag like this than you would in a bag of Levi Garrett, right? But that's just the quality. It's the quality, right? You get what you pay for. So, but whatever, you just chew it up. It all becomes just a big wet wad of leaves in your mouth anyway. So, yeah. I dig it. One thing about chew too is dip is really salty. Okay, they put a lot of salt in dip. A, because salt makes things taste better, and B, because the salt kind of makes little micro-sized slits in your lip, and that's how the nicotine gets absorbed. For years, there's this myth that fiberglass was in dip, because when you open it up, it's a bit shiny, right? But if you put fiberglass in dip, it would rip. You'd be fucking bleeding out, man. Like, it wouldn't. Your gums would be all bloody and infected. It'd be disgusting. It's a total myth. But chewing tobacco doesn't really have that. I don't know. I think it's definitely got some salt in it. Just because it tastes pretty robust, you know. But it's way more sweet than salty, you know. So it kind of, to me, it almost makes my cheek feel a bit rubbery. I don't know how to explain that, but that's a weird side effect of chewing tobacco with me. That's probably just because of the sugar or whatever. But yeah, so definitely a lot less salty than dip. And yeah, if you like just straight up tobacco, if you're a tobacco aficionado, if you're not into this stuff, don't do it. Don't go seeking it out, you know. But if you know, you know. And you know, if you like dip, you'll probably like chew, you know. I always think you should try everything once, you know, and that can get you in a lot of trouble or lead to a lot of enjoyment, you know, depending on how you look at things. But so yeah, definitely try the Big Duke, man. Look at him standing there looking all big and dooky. And yeah, that's all I got to say about it. Good stuff. For $1.99 or /$45, good stuff. All right. Well, that's there you go. It's another review here in Sound Kitchen Studios in the meth end of town, where I am now going to wish you well. Hope you stay free. Hope you fly high. Be the best you can be. And please like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want. I appreciate everything. And thank you. Till the next time. I'll talk to you later.